I've just read on National Geographic that birds have a sort of inbuilt compass in their head that allows them to tell which direction is north. Today I want to talk about how we humans can find north without this inbuilt compass. So I want to think about north and how to find it. Right, so first of all, I've got some news for you. The Earth is not flat, okay? If you're a flat earther, you can leave the video right now. So what is north? Right, we have sort of multiple definitions, at least two. One is north is one of the points on the axis about which the Earth spins as it rotates around the Sun. This is not to scale. So if Earth is a big sort of sphere, and it's nearly a sphere, spinning on an axis, that axis will pass through the Earth at 2 points. One's called the South Pole and one's called the North Pole. This is true north. But another kind of north that is very useful is magnetic north. And magnetic north is a place somewhere just, well, it's just north of Canada. Okay, so magnetic north isn't the same as true north. And if you think about it, magnetic north is going to rotate around the true North Pole. Okay, so we're going to talk about magnetic north, which is here. Okay, so here's two ways that you can find magnetic north. First way is using a compass, and this is basically a sort of piece of metal that's been magnetized, floating in a pool of liquid, and this can rotate freely and align itself to north. And we learned how to use this in school back in the 70s, and I'm sure for hundreds of years before then. And I guess this is the sort of compass that more of you will know, which is the sort of compass you get in your mobile phone. Today I want to teach you two more ways to find magnetic north. So first you need to get a piece of cork, and you'll need a nail and a sort of needle, and you'll need a small saucer of water. Right, so I'll need you to slice the cork into pieces, so you've got a sort of bed on which to lay the needle. Get a parent to help you with this if needs be. You'll also need to cut a little groove in the top of the cork so that the needle doesn't sort of roll off. Next, take the needle and a nail and rub them together like this. Then this. Next, fill your saucer with water and leave the needle to float on the cork on the water. It should rotate a while and then align itself to north. So you'll need an analog watch. That's a watch with two hands, and step one is to line up your hour hand so it's either pointing directly towards the sun or directly away from the sun in the line of shadows. So here I've got it pointing directly away from the sun in the line of shadows. Next, you look at where the 12 is on your watch face, and so that's to the left in my picture here. And finally, you look at the angle bisector for those two yellow lines. So that's a red line that's going to go exactly halfway between these two yellow lines. And this red line will be the north-south line. And which is north and which is south? Well, you need to work that one out by looking to see where the sun is. So very quickly, how does this trick work? Well, it's basically because the hands on your watch, the hour hand on your watch goes round twice in a day, and the sun appears to go around the earth once in a day, although it's of course the earth that goes around the sun, or rather the earth that rotates in its axis once in a day. So in the Northern Hemisphere at midnight, if we're using solar time, midnight solar time, the sun would be to the north, and by 6 in the morning the sun would be rising in the east, and by noon the sun would be in the south, and then by 6 in the evening the sun would be in the west, and by midnight the sun would be back in the north.